Beautiful people of the internet, thank you for tuning in to today's video. Stick around for some important information. This topic in today's video sort of piggybacks on yesterday's video, and yes, my beautiful people, we are having the black coffee. I don't care what you say. I know I discussed removing toxins from your life, but guess what? You know, you gotta have some vices every now and again. So, take a sip with me if you enjoy coffee as well. That one is pretty hot. That one is pretty hot still. But guys, today I speak a lot about breaking the programming of today's world. Not tuning into mainstream media, thinking for yourself, developing your own opinions on certain things in the world, and developing those opinions through the lens of yourself rather than through the lens of someone else. And this is a very important thing, but I really wanted to sort of dive deeper on the topic of programming that goes on in today's society. And I do believe that I have a very different view on this compared to a lot of people in the natural world, and that is why I believe this information can be valuable to you. So look guys, throughout my life, I have always been a charismatic character around my friends and other people, family and all of that. I have always been sort of a goofy character, and I've always been very true to myself. There was a period of time where I was very depressed and lost, and I attribute that to my dark night of the soul, and I was consuming the wrong things. I was watching a lot of BS on the internet, I was engaging in evil activities, and I found that took away from my true divine self. But through some self-work and some growth over time on my spiritual journey, I've rediscovered my inner child, and I've expressed myself in my truest version. And what I find is that many new people that I meet, or even friends that I've been around for a while, certain things will come out of my mouth, or certain takes that I have on life will come out of my mouth, or certain things that I am passionate about that I'll speak on. And I've noticed that many people that are deeply, deeply plugged into the matrix will say that, like, oh, you're acting like someone. Like, they'll mention like a famous person's name, or they'll mention a character from like a movie, or they'll say, hey, you're being like that, or that reminded me a lot of Pete Davidson, or whatever. You guys get the gist. I've gotten this so often throughout my life that people want to try and put me in this box of like, you are that person, or you're acting like that person. And what I've come to find out is that a lot of times when I'm telling you guys to break free from the programming of the matrix, a lot of times I'm insinuating, or you guys, at least from my perspective, if I was listening to myself in your shoes, I would assume that you would mean like break free from the mass media, stop watching the news. That's what I would assume. But it goes way deeper than that. I personally believe that if you are constantly consuming TV, regardless of what it is, regardless if you're even listening to me, you are reflecting something from that media that you are absorbing. And in turn, you are acting out some part of that person you have viewed. And like I said, the most people are very stuck in this loop of going to work or going to school and, you know, listening to other people and listening to their opinions. And society has placed it in a way where there are certain opinions that everyone follows. There's a right wing, there's a left wing. There's a Democrat, there's a Republican. There's, there's like two sides to the coin of what side are you on? Well, what side are you on? Well, are you funny or are you serious? Or what side are you on? There's a lot of this that's going on in today's world. And I think the idea needs to start being, as a spiritual being, and as we come to understand that we are cosmic beings, we are not this flesh. And I've learned this, and I'm not speaking from a place above you, but I've found that I've always sort of been this character that people can't really pinpoint of like, oh, you're acting like someone. And I'm like, no, I don't even know who that is. They'll say, oh, you're acting like Pete Davidson. No, I don't even know I know who he is, but I don't consume his content. I don't consume that. If anything, I'm consuming content that is allowing me to break more free from the programming. And I'm listening to the words of people, not necessarily what they're doing or how they're acting. And I think that to fully break free and discover your true divine self, this is very freeing. If you can break free from the television, break free from the shows, break free from the characters that they're throwing in your face, even if the things that you do consume are not negative, even if they're very positive and you find joy in watching them, even then you are to a certain extent becoming programmed. And obviously I'm not telling you guys to go sit in the middle of the forest for days on end and just stare at trees in the distant, and just sit there and not consume anything. This is a dopamine world. Everybody's going to consume something. Just realize that this is a part of what is happening. And individualism and true individual uniqueness is being attacked in today's world. The person that is truly free from programming, truly free from these standards set by society, that is true uniqueness. That is true being different, being unique. And you realize what happens when you are so much different than everyone else. Obviously, they're going to try and put you in a box, but abundance flows to you. People flow to you. Friends, relationships, career opportunities. When you're different, when you go against the grain, you might get some backlash at some point, but true individualism is lost in today's world. And I believe that we are only going to continue down this path of consuming more content, becoming more like the characters we see on the screen. And now with the AI coming into balance, critical thinking is going to really start going out the window. And all of your answers are going to be answered by a freaking robot. That is the true future that we are likely going to see here quite literally soon. So you have to, and this is why I really wanted to dive deeper on this, is when I say break free from the programming, I'm meaning break free from all programs. Break free from everything that they want you to be. You might be watching a show and you might think that it's completely harmless and it's distracting you and whatever, and you're giving yourself a break. But in reality, there are certain characters and certain things that are being instilled on your mind. You're taking a piece of those characters with you and using it in your own frame. And depending on who those characters are, this could be very detrimental to who you are. So guys, I really just wanted to dive deeper on the true meaning of breaking free from programming in the Matrix. This can have a profound impact on your life, and you will soon realize that once you truly do break free, all of these people around you are going to try and put you in a box. And, what can you do? What can you say? All I really say to people that try and put me in that box is just like, hey, I don't even know what that show is. I don't know who that actor is. In fact, I don't care at all. I'm just being me, my truest divine version. Maybe they're copying me. So anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Break free from the programming. Become your true divine individual self in today's reality. I know it's difficult, but you can do it and you will feel so much more free. You will feel free to express your true self. Alright guys, love you. Hope everybody has a great day. Peace.